Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley accused Trump of working for the Russian intelligence service. Jeff Merkley asked just 5 questions of Trump administration nominees for cabinet posts. U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau could not give a sensible answer to any of the Democrats' 5 questions. Landau said that Trump is not an agent of the Kremlin, but was elected by the American people. However, Merkley did not lag behind the Republican. If Trump is not an agent of the Russian Federation, then why is he spreading Russian propaganda in the U.S.? Why does he say that Ukraine and not the Russian Federation started the war? Why is Zelensky the dictator and not Putin? Why did the head of the United States reveal all the key details of the peace plan, even before the start of the negotiation process with the Russian Federation? Why did Washington suspend arms supplies to Kiev and at the same time discredit Zelensky in the international arena? Why did Trump undermine 80 years of friendship with NATO and its allies? Landau repeated Trump's words that he came to power to stop the war in Ukraine. According to him, the US president is a very talented negotiator, and in Ukraine the war has entered the trench stage as during World War I. Allegedly, Trump is the only person in the world who can stop this war. However, according to the Democrat, Trump has done 5 things that benefit only one country, Russia, and harm Ukraine. Merkley said he strongly hopes that the new Trump administration will do everything possible to ensure that the agreement is beneficial for Ukraine. Otherwise, it will mean only one thing: Trump is an agent of the Russian Federation. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham expects U.S. President Donald Trump to impose new sanctions on Russia's ailing economy if Vladimir Putin refuses to sit down at the negotiating table. Graham's statement was prompted by comments from Vladimir Putin, who said that Russia would seek a peaceful settlement that would guarantee its own long-term security and would not back down on its gains in Ukraine. Graham noted that in the last 48 hours, Ukraine has made important announcements about a ceasefire, a mining deal, and a commitment to peace talks. But Putin has publicly and defiantly rejected President Trump's proposals. If Putin refuses to seriously come to the peace table, I hope and expect that President Trump will impose more economic sanctions on Russia's banking and energy sectors and, if necessary, massive tariffs. The impact on Russia's already weak economy will force them to the negotiating table, Lindsey Graham said. He stressed that the time had come to end the war between Russia and Ukraine fairly, as President Trump is trying to do. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that the United States would not hesitate to go all in on sanctions against Russian energy if it would help end the war in Ukraine.
A war monitor said on Friday that clashes between Syrian security forces and gunmen loyal to former President Assad in the country's coastal region have left more than 70 people dead and the area outside government control. According to Associated Press, government forces sent major reinforcements overnight to the cities of Latakia and Tartus as well as nearby towns and villages that are the heartland of the minority Alawite sect and a base of support for Assad, to try to get the situation under control, state media reported. The clashes are the worst since Assad was removed from power in early December by insurgent groups led by the Islamist Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. On Friday morning, large numbers of troops were deployed in Latakia and no civilians were in the street because of a curfew. A war monitor said the outskirts of the coastal towns of Banias and Jabla are still under the control of Assad loyalists, while Assad's hometown of Kartaha and many Alawite villages nearby are also outside government control.
Oh.